All right, one of the main things to know about the ACT Compass is it's not pass or fail. This is strictly to find out placement of the student, and most of our information is going to come from the act.org/compass/student. That would be probably one of the best resources if anyone had any questions, but you need to know where to go to find out these different things. And since I'm kind of new at it, I am going to be just trying to build off of a lot of what Ginger said as far as knowing how to, a little bit more about the compass. Like I said, it's not pass or fail, so that generally puts the student at ease when they come in to do that. And then once they test, their test scores are made available immediately. We know if they have tested into anything that's developmental or, like I say, into a basic class. I don't try to use the word developmental because that generally freaks them out, but just refresher courses, let them know that this is just a chance for them to get their skills built back up, and that an A is an A even if they continue to test into classes that do not give them college credit. It will still help their GPA. And then we have the placement guide and our guide that will also help letting you know where these students will place. If you just had questions, that the compass will tell you immediately where to test these students. They can test one time after their initial test. Their scores are good for 3 years. And then all they have to do to arrange to take the test would be to call me or call Pam or call Martha McNeil on the Monroeville campus to arrange to take Compass. And everybody gives these on different days, so it would be imperative to make a phone call and go ahead and get scheduled. I'm trying to think of other things to add to this. Ginger covered a lot of the things. There's a lot of test-taking tips that would be on this website that would help the student, the sample test questions. When a student calls in and gives me their email address, I send them a link to the sample test questions, which would allow them to go in and take the math test, take the reading, take the writing skills, which is the English. The math is divided into the pre-algebra and the algebra, or the numerical. They would take that first. It would start allowing them to test, and as they're getting the questions right, let them continue. If they start getting them wrong, and they get so many of these wrong, it will shut them down and go ahead and read their score and let them know where they have placed, rather than let them continue to work the math problems incorrectly. Reading, it will let them, do the reading portion, then their writing portions, give them immediate scores. And then they would know what they're going into and if they need to reschedule. Anything else that they would actually need to know? Does anybody have any questions? The calculators that they can use is also included. We have a list. We also supply the calculator when they come in. If they insist on using one, then we have to go by our calculator guideline to see if it's permitted. But we have them, and they are also on the computer when they come into the testing centers. Right now I can't think of anything else that we would need to cover.
Is this something that we
have any questions?
Is this something we can get to live without having to log in, so that we could send students that come to the library asking for study prep materials to?
Yes, I mean, I send the link out to anybody that calls me and gives me their email address. I send them a link, and they can go into the math. The math has the numerical that you would test, and these are the two things. I print them out and hand them out to students if they come in. If not, I tell them what to go into. I mean, if they're really good at math, they can continue into the college algebra, the geometry, the trigonometry. Every now and then we have students that will test into these areas, but you can pull this website up. It's available to anybody. That you can print them out. The answers are included, so they can test themselves and then score themselves.
Okay.
And I hope you can edit this really well. All right. Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we just somebody shoot. And there's recordings of people